Hello, Cincinnati Ukulele Ensemble and No Practice Ukulele Band. This is a backup video in case our live jam on Tuesday, August 4th does not happen. I'll refer people to this, or anyone who would like to do a jam. Our book is the Daily Ukulele, and these are all out of the Blue Book. And so this is the back cover of the Blue Book. So we're not going for perfection, anything like that. We're just going to have a good time and go through all the songs. This segment is part one. In case you need to tune up with me, if you have a soprano or tenor. If you have a baritone, you're in a different key, but then I assume you know that. So we've got... And I will be looking at my music because I don't have all these memorized. I'm sure nobody does. Our first song is on page 230, L-O-V-E. I hope you're singing along. Our next song, a little newer number, page 408, You're 16. We're still in the key of G. We've just added a few extra chords. Let's see. That's a little flat, right? We gotta always try to be good enough for folk music is what we used to say. And this one, we will repeat the second half. Oh, you come on like a dream, peaches and cream, lips like strawberry wine. You're 16, you're beautiful and you're mine. You're all ribbons and curls, what a girl, eyes that sparkle and shine. You're 16, you're beautiful and you're mine. You're my baby, you're my pet. We fell in love on the night we met. You touched my hand, my heart went pop. I knew when we kissed we could next number, we'll stay in that time period for the moment. Page 189, In the Still of the Night. And I'm going to strum this in a triplet pattern, but feel free to just, if you don't have that down, just do a slow strum in 4. But I'll play a little intro so you'll see what I mean. In the still of the night, I held you tight, 'cause I love you so. Promise I'll never let you go in the still of the night. I remember that night in May, the stars were bright above. I hope and I pray to keep your precious love well before the light. Hold me again with all your might in the still of the night. I remember that night in May, the stars were bright above. I hope and I pray to keep your precious love well before the light. Hold me again with all your might in the still of the night. I threw in a D7 chord in there. If you are in the group and looked at the notes, I actually mentioned that. So let's see what I mentioned ahead of time. Now we'll go back in time to 1928, page 71, Carolina Moon. And so we will repeat the second half, and there's a little bit of an unusual chord in here, C augmented, which actually is really easy. You've got C. Just put your index finger on the first fret of the bottom, or what you call bottom or top string, I guess top string. So this is the open note. You just want this. So that's just a cool chord that appears in this song. So this is a waltz rhythm. Carolina moon, keep shining on the one who waits for me. Carolina moon, I'm pining for the place I long to be. How I'm hoping tonight you'll go to the right window, scatter your light, say I'm alright, please do. Tell her that I'm blue and lonely, dreamy Carolina moon. How I'm hoping tonight you'll go to the right window, scatter your light, say I'm alright, please do. Tell him that I'm blue and lonely, dreamy Carolina moon. These next two, I don't know that we've ever done them when I've been at the group, and are not particularly well known. But since we're playing the ukulele, I think we should know some Hawaiian songs. So I thought I would do a few with you today. and then maybe when we meet in the group or when you're just playing at home, they'll be a little more familiar. So first we'll go to page 136, Hanalei Moon, and we'll repeat the chorus. And at the final ending, is the very last thing in the music, there's another interesting chord. This is F major 7, 2 5th frets up here, and 2 open strings. So when we get there, you'll be all ready for that. When you see Hanalei by moonlight, you will be in heaven by the sea. Every breeze, every wave will whisper, you are mine, don't ever go away. Hanalei moon is lighting, beloved. Hanalei moon, aloha, Hanalei moon is lighting, beloved. Hanalei moon, aloha, Hanalei moon. This also Hawaiian tune that probably not everybody knows. Page 33, Beyond the Reef. This one, when you repeat, it goes back to that fancy sign like the big S in the middle of the second line. And so we will go back to there twice instead of just once. And 2 chords that might not be super familiar. If you look up in the chart, D sharp diminished, the fingering would be 2 3 2 3, and diminished chords actually are not that hard. And plus, once you know one, you know them all because it moves all around. But this will be from the 2nd and 3rd fret. And F minor. It's the second to last chord in the diagram. You gotta stretch your little finger out a little bit for that. Let's see if I can even play it. Yeah, so that's F minor. That should be about anything that's not super familiar. Beyond the reef, where the sea is dark and cold, my love has gone, and our dreams grow old. There'll be no tears, there'll be no regretting. Will she remember me? Will she forget? I'll send 1,000 flowers where the trade winds blow. I'll send my lonely heart, for I love her so. Someday I'll know he'll come back again to me. Till then my heart will be beyond the reef. I'll send 1,000 flowers when the trade winds blow. I'll send my lonely heart, for I love her so. Someday I'll know she'll come back again to me. Till then my heart will be beyond the reef. All right, let's see. I think we'll do one more in this first half video, and then I'll start a new one. You'd probably notice I throw in a few chords at the end of these, and when we perform, we work these things out. So we all do it the same for the audience. But this way, if you don't know what chord I'm playing, just sing, and that'll be good enough. We'll close this session with page 183. I'm sitting on top of the world, and we'll repeat from the Glory Hallelujah in the second line. And 2 times in here, there's a really weird chord, G7 augmented fifth. It's also very hard to play. Well, not super hard. It's really not necessary in there. I just stick with G7, but feel free to try it. But you can just stick to G7. It's only 1 beat, so we don't really need it in there. I'm sitting on top of the world, just rolling along, just rolling along. I'm quitting the blues of the world, just singing a song, just singing a song. Glory, hallelujah, just for the parson. Hey, Pa, get ready to call. Just like Humpty Dumpty, I'm going to fall. I'm sitting on top of the world, just rolling along, just rolling along. Glory, hallelujah, just for the parson. Hey, Pa, get ready to call. Just like Humpty Dumpty, I'm going to fall. I'm sitting on top of the world, just rolling along, just rolling along, just rolling along, just rolling along. All right, I'm going to end this segment, so if you need to take a break if you're watching it in this version, feel free. I just think it'll be easier to upload a shorter video, and so I'll try and put a link to the second half in the comments here if I can, and we'll be right back.